القناص يلعب عن طريق جريليتش يحط كورة هي خطيرة ويحل السبكة واحد بلاش 1-0 انهى سيامو في الدقيقة 18 في الماتش الخامس في ملعب كورتوا في استاد مانشستر. من يهدر يقبل واللي يضيع
The spell well and truly broken, and Erling Haaland restores Manchester City.
They served him well in the first half, and I think the biggest credit you can give them is the reaction.
Vinicius Junior, and in. Brahim Diaz returns to his old haunt and scores a priceless Champions League goal for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior has stolen it. The race is on. And Bellingham coming in. Scored!
وخاصة من البداية بنشاط كبير. جول أول في المباراة ثاني مبر لريال مدريد، ولكنه لصاحب الضيافة والدار مارسيلينيو. أعتقد انها جول. كريستيانو يتقدم. جول لكريستيانو رونالدو يصل، لكن لاحظ 3 من اللاعبين الحاضرين ومارسيلو. جول ثاني للريال، البديل كريم بنزيما. BBC.
Casillas started to come, and it's in, and it's given. Amazing. The set piece has done the trick. Yes, it is. What a header. Sergio Ramos. Unbelievable. In the nick of time, Gary Neville.
You always get a chance, and you have to take it.
Di Maria. Oh, he's gone all the way here. And Bale! It's Gareth Bale with a big moment. He scored the winner in the Spanish Cup final. He may well have done the same in the Champions League final for Real Madrid. They want now. The majority in the stadium. And Marcelo carves away through, and Courtois can't keep it out. It's La Decima now. Atletico are broken, and Real Madrid for the 10th. And in his own country too. There it goes. It is 4-1. It looks like a rout. That doesn't tell the whole story. But when they needed to come on strong, they have been.
Bernardo Silva, he's caught Looney out. An incredible start. All lined up, expecting a cross to come in from Bernardo Silva. And he saw the chance. He had the room. What a blast. Camavinga shimmies away from Grealish. Big deflection. Real Madrid level. Eduardo Camavinga seizes his moment. Little drop of the shoulder to get the movement away that he needed from Grealish. Once the shot was on, it was billed as a game that was always going to be wide open. It is every bit of that. Here's Vinicius Junior bearing down. That one's beaten Ortega. It's Rodrigo to score another. 2-1 Real Madrid. What a turnaround. Carlo can barely believe it. Rodrigo. Bernardo Silva. Stones. Foden. A little bit of time. Oh, what a shot. What a goal. What a player. It's a rocket from the homeboy. In the form of his young life. What a stage to do this on.
He's been absolutely brilliant.
Doesn't seem to have any in his game right now. Grealish. Which way this time? Inside. Guardiola. Nobody saw that coming. His first goal for Manchester City. In a game like this, scored like that. So Modric rolling back the years here, scurrying away from defenders. Vinicius Junior, oh what a shot! What a goal that is! Real Madrid are level again. It's a strike of beauty from Fede Valverde. Is there no end?
Comes all the way through for a breakthrough goal for Chelsea. Brilliantly done. Mason Mount. So, that changes. Another corner with plenty of height on it. And it's headed in. Tony Rudiger and Chelsea are level on it. Was it a corner? Well, no. Alonso, Kovacic for Werner. They've opened Real Madrid up here. Werner, Timo Werner still going. And it's ended up in the back of the net. And surely this one's going to count. And Werner back in business in the Premier League on Saturday, getting the start tonight.
This will be the biggest goal of his club career if he gets his team through. Certainly onside.
Modric, it's a great ball. Rodrigo arrives with a flourish. And there's another twist to the tail here. Camavinga quickly to make the interception. And here is Vinicius Junior. Looking for Benzema, he doesn't miss this time. Is he going to make the difference yet again? Cool, read in frustration.
Well, it's their two main men yet again in attacking. Captain Jordan Henderson. Mo Salah. Fantastic ball! What a goal! Lights up Anfield with a goal. A little bit heavy from Gakpo. Back to the goalkeeper by Carvajal. Oh, he's made the best. Oh, it's a terrible error. It's a terrible error by Thibaut Courtois. But it's another jewel in the crown of Liverpool's Egyptian king. Mo Salah is now Liverpool's all-time leading scorer in European football. It's his 42nd goal. Karim Benzema. Vinicius, oh what a goal! What a response from Real Madrid. And this young superstar Brazilian who decided the Champions League final last season has fired them back in the game at the top end of Anfield. 2-1. Uruguayan comes away with it, tries to slide one through here to Vinicius, and that's where Gomez needed. Oh, Alisson's turn to make. Oh, it's got in! Oh my word! Both goalkeepers now guilty of
just like that, it's 2-2 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. Courtois at one end and now Alisson at the other, and Vinicius Junior gets his second goal of the night. Decides to lift it in, they're in front. It's a bullet header from Eder Militao. It's the first goal he scored for 4 years in the Champions League. The first time he scored a Champions League goal for Real Madrid. In now, Dani Carvajal. Karim Benzema gets it back again. Benzema deflected it in.
Oh my word.
Well, Karim Benzema's going to claim it, but he took a deflection to wrong foot Alisson. And inside 10 minutes of the start of the second half, Real Madrid have scored twice, and they now lead Liverpool. Chetic bringing Vinicius Junior in. Here's Karim Benzema for another one. It's Benzema! Of course he scores! It's 5-2 to Real Madrid. And Karim Benzema bags another one. Liverpool completely undone, completely ripped apart, and Karim Benzema was clinical.
That's a great pass that from Bensebaini. Lucas Vazquez read it, but it is found to Marlon, and Daniel Marlon has taken his chance. Real Madrid were really poor in trying to get that one away. Dortmund were persistent, and it's brilliantly finished. Just hanging back in a pocket outside the area. Marlon, oh, it's in again. It's Giddens this time. It's 2-0 Dortmund. Lucas Vazquez, Militao, Bellingham, here's Mbappe, forced wide by Schlotterbeck, Rudiger! The route back begins. A matter of time.
It's attack versus defence now, isn't it?
Modric through, there's Mbappe, down he goes, the ball's put in by Vinicius Junior. The ref has a look across at the assistant. And the arm in the air, the goal's ruled out. Oh, he's got it back. Vazquez! The turnaround is total. Just pulling lots as Vinicius Junior goes through. Oh, Vinicius Junior's got another one. Now they're running away with it. He's been running Dortmund ragged for most of this half.
But to run from that distance, so comfortable with the ball.
He's on the hat-trick. He's going to get it. It is magnificent, and it has been a virtuoso display.
Trying to wind up for the shot here. Rudiger stuck out the leg. Georgian is on again, and that's a fine ball to Di Lorenzo, and Simeone surely knocked it over the line. It's a goal. Napoli take the lead in the 10th minute.
I don't think we'll remember that in years to come.
But here come Real looking to hit back straight away. With Brahim Diaz and Rodrigo. Oh, that is the way to hit back straight away. And that is his signature goal. What a response. Ceballos hasn't played as many games as he would want. And it's the real top players who the demand is. And Bellingham, he's done it again. What an incredible arrival at this famous football club is being achieved by Jude Bellingham. I'm already in this second half. Here's Di Lorenzo for Anguissa in space. Goes again, and he fires it into the back of the net. He might have shot the first time when he crossed it, but it came back his way, and he took on the responsibility. And it's Real Madrid 2, Napoli 2.
Napoli have started.
They sense Real Madrid. This is pressure. Could get them back in front. Nico Paz. Oh, he scored! What a moment! Look at that face! Disbelief, delight. He's stolen the show from Bellingham for the moment. And there's another raid on for Real Madrid here. 5 against 3. Nacho. Bellingham. Trying to set it up in the end. And he's finally bagged one. Joselu, to his great relief, has absolutely settled the winning of the group, winning of the match. And Napoli by Neymar to Mbappe, plotting right to the last here. Try and get away from it, he's done it. Kylian Mbappe sends his celebrations. He's come up trumps again. Alan Smith.
He's kept going. He's been absolutely fantastic in one.
Now joining in. Can he make this one count? Kylian Mbappe, yes. Kylian Mbappe's got them both.
As much as you work on not getting caught in the...
Donnarumma. How costly is that going to be? Put in. It was very costly. Benzema pounced. His work cut out the goalkeeper. And Paris put a comeback goal on the plate for Real Madrid.
Well, they needed something to lift them, the home team.
Allowed PSG to get back. Modric involved again. And Benzema. Karim Benzema to the rescue for Real Madrid. And Modric could have made it for Vinicius Junior, but in the end he found it was onside. 7-7 in the Champions League, and PSG in danger of crumbling here. Oh goodness me! But not just anyone. It's come in a time of desperation for Real Madrid.
It's a really good run, it's a great ball, and it's 1-0. Vinicius Junior, 23 minutes played against the run of play, but it's a quite brilliant Real Madrid goal. Vinicius Junior strikes Real Madrid in front in the semi-final. It's a wonderful pass and a brilliant finish. And in competition, as we have today, here goes Sané. Mendy in front of him. Sané inside, scores! Piece of brilliance from Leroy Sané. Well, his coach had been in his ear about a couple of errors from Leroy Sané, and he responds with a quite brilliant individual equaliser. 2-1, Harry Kane. That is... Here he comes. 2-2, Vinicius Junior for Real Madrid. Harry Kane, Davies might be the pass, Kane might be the man to deliver it. Alphonso Davies here for Bayern Munich with time to look up. Musiala arriving. Sané, oh, it's brilliant! Alphonso Davies with an absolute stunner for Bayern Munich, who take the lead in the tie. A fantastic goal. Real Madrid are... Mendy overlapping, that's comfortable. Oh, Neuer dropped it, and Joselu scores. Incredible. Kim only half away. Nacho of all people. Rudiger have turned
season. It's a clever ball, and it's a goal. The diving header from Kevin De Bruyne. What a start for Manchester City.
Watch how he just goes in between a couple of challenges here, gets it onto his left foot. He sees the run of Kevin De Bruyne, it was onside, and Carvajal can't quite get there.
That's good work by Foden. By De Bruyne, and it must be two. Put away by the man in form. Demanded the place in the team. And Pep Guardiola is pretty pleased he picked him now. Gabriel Jesus.
As you mentioned, Foden.
Valverde. Benzema. Break Modric's way. He makes sure it does. Here's Mendy. Good spell, better spell. Had to get better for Real Madrid. And when you've got Benzema, you've always got a chance. It's yet another goal for this fabulous man from France.
They won the ball back, Toni Kroos, much earlier in the move than that.
Really, it was a foul by Foden. Fernandinho's loving this. Roaring forward again, and Foden knocks in the header. It is 3-1. Fernandinho on fire as the emergency right back, and Phil Foden arriving in the right place at the right time.
So Fernandinho had space in behind him.
Bypass this time. Benzema trying to take up a position, but Vinicius Junior goes all the way, all the way. It's a splendid response from a player who's a bit culpable with the goal that's scored at the other end.
As it's played into Vinicius Junior's feet.
Zinchenko, they work it right, they work it left. Zinchenko, over the leg of Kroos, and it's led to a goal for Bernardo Silva. So the patience paid off. It led to a piece of penetration here that gives City a 2-goal advantage again.
Tony
Karim Benzema just lifts it over Edison. How about that? Emphasising the Champions League confidence of Real Madrid's great goal scorer, arguably the greatest forward in the world at the moment.
What a great penalty it was, because he was under pressure. Edison had seen those two penalties.
It's not easy to remain calm. Look at the room for Bernardo Silva here. Gabriel Jesus makes a run, and it comes to Mahrez on that left foot, and Mahrez's left foot does the damage and may well be sending Manchester City into the Champions League final. 1-0 on the night, 5-3 on aggregate.
Well, you talked about Gundogan. Carvajal does most things right there.
And by Camavinga. Benzema's done very well to get it across, and they have scored. And Rodrigo nipped in to add to his recent impressive run. But is it too late? Carlo Ancelotti hopes not. Numbers for a few minutes here. Toward knocked it down to him. And Carvajal, as Stuart rightly says, made a couple of really good chances. And he's made a goal. Oh, how can you believe it? Rodrigo again. Unbelievable. Manchester City had the place in the final in the palm of their hands, and Real Madrid had to dig deep this season. He's got to try and find a penalty that's unstoppable, and he's done that. They're ahead. From the depths of despair,